Hey guys, just wanted to let you guys know about your girl Tasha K, the newest development with her. Tasha K is currently vacationing in Mali, and she said that in spite of what people think, that she left America and ran away from paying Cardi B. She says, nope, that's not the case. She didn't run, she's not hiding, and she intends to come back to America and reside in her beautiful Georgia home because America is her home, she says. And she says she's not ready to leave America and go to Africa anytime soon. So she did a Q&A and she answered some questions. People wanted to know how old she was. She says she's 40 and she's on vacation in Mali for a month. And she was wearing the hijab, and a lot of people thought that she had converted to Islam. She says no. She said, my husband is Muslim. His whole family is Muslim. She said her husband's father's house is a mosque. You know, the house is set up where you can pray, believers can pray because it's a mosque. So she says she only wears the hijab and cover up out of respect for not only the family, but for being in a Muslim country. You know, you just can't go to a place like Mali where it's like 99.9% Islamic, and then you're going to show skin because it's frowned on. So she's just said she was just doing it and is doing it out of respect. So she says when you go to, she has made the journey to Africa before with her family. But she said when she goes, it's not like, you know, a quick 1 week, 2 week trip. She says they stay for a month and they get very comfortable, like if they're home. And she's staying with one of the brothers of her husband. So she started to talk about this relocation that people thought that she had ran away from her problems. And, but she didn't address the money situation with, you know, a lot of people are saying that she has all this money deposited in an African bank account and Cardi B is going after this money and has the lawyers going after the money in this account. So she did not address that at all. But what she did say was that in order for her to pay Cardi B, they got to go back to court because she's filing arbitration. It's just a fancy word for settling a dispute, whereby the case got to be heard again, whether she's going to be paying all that money or a reduced amount or not at all. So she's going back to court with her lawyers and Cardi B and her lawyers also. So she said she invested on a channel. She's got her own site, own channel, and she and her husband are going to be producing and directing their own production company. She says it's going to be catered around Black content for now. She says she's going to be doing independent movies and solely for the Black population right now. She said that's where our emphasis is, making movies for the Black population, the content creators that's going to be on her site. Whether it is you're going to be a blogger or making, well, I don't think blogger, but making movies primarily or short reels or films or whatever, you can do it on her site. Of course, with, I don't know how much she's charging, but I guess a lot of people would be interested in it because she's a well-known blogger. And just the mention of her name, people would want to watch whatever they're putting out. And just because she's Tasha K. If she says she has a movie coming out and it belongs to some other content creator, then they're going to look at her site to see what she is producing. So good luck with that, Tasha K. That's a very positive move, in my opinion. She says she doesn't spend money on frivolous things like a lot of people buy pocketbooks and cars and all those things. She likes to invest on going around the world and seeing places. She and her husband both enjoy that. just traveling and seeing different countries. And that's great because she gets not only for her, but for her children, because she has a boy and a girl. And the kids can enjoy seeing other countries. I have a sister who did that with her kids. She homeschooled them, and she and her husband traveled all over the world to take in different countries and to just experience different cultures. God rest her soul. She's gone now, but not forgotten. She also talked about her thyroid condition. She said she has hyperthyroidism, and she's going she's going to be going through kind of a operation, but it's a procedure, not an operation, a procedure, because she had 4 biopsies. She said a biopsy is an examination of tissue removed from your body to discover the present or cause of a particular disease and to see if it's malignant, cancerous, etc. So she says she's had 4 biopsies where they took a little piece of the tissue sampling and they checked it under a microscope to see if it was cancerous. So now it's not cancerous, she says, but they're going to be removing it. They're going to be doing, I think she said it's a RFA, where they, go through the skin, puncture the site, and go straight to the where the little condition is, the nodule or bump on the thyroid gland. And she says they're going to be removing it or reducing it through this procedure, this RFA procedure. I never heard of it, but I guess it must be a new procedure. And it's going to be done on her thyroid gland. What else did she have to say? And she did say, because a lot of people wanted to know, because her channel is named On Wine with Tasha K, and she's always drinking wine on her channel, promoting alcohol, promoting the wines, and traveling to France for wine conventions, etc., or to just sample wines and go to the winery, etc. So people wanted to know, since she's always drinking, is she an alcoholic? She denies being an alcoholic. She says, nope, I'm not an alcoholic, definitely not. She says this is all for promotion because she promotes wine, so she takes a couple of sips on her show, and she says none of you have never seen me drinking past 2 glasses of liquor, which is true. I don't think I've ever seen her sipping past 2 glasses. Just a brief recap for those of you who have never heard of Tasha K. Tasha K made some slanderous remarks about Cardi B, and Cardi B sued her. Tasha K and her went to court. Tasha K could not produce receipts on the slanderous remarks, and there was a judgment against her. And the judgment is almost $4 million. So now she's got to pay that. But instead of paying it, now she and her attorney are going back to court. They're going to be in arbitration disputing the amount that she owes in hopes that they can either throw it out, maybe reduce it. And so that's where they stand. But in the meantime, Tasha K is still mudslinging, talking all kinds of ish about Cardi. Now, Tasha K is saying that she's not going to get it until she goes back to court. The judge got to tell her to pay it, but that was the judgment. I don't understand. The judge already said this is what you got to pay. So, Tasha K is scrambling now to block Cardi B's injunction to garnish her bank accounts. Because now we know Tasha K got it like that, okay? This blogger is making a whole lot of money, allegedly. So Cardi B is pretty much saying, it's my money and I want it now. Pay up, Tasha K. So I think most of you know that Cardi B won a defamation lawsuit earlier this year against Tasha K. and the court granted her $3.2 million in that defamation suit. Now, Radar Online is reporting that Tasha was trying to avoid having her bank account, her Chase bank account, garnished. But I guess when they go back to court, it's going to get all straightened out in the court system. So Tasha K put out her first live out of Africa, and she made it clear that no, I'm not running. No, I didn't relocate. I am just here on vacation in Mali with my in-laws. Remember, folks were saying that she had her house up for sale, and she put out a live that she's living on the beach, living large. So according to Black Enterprise magazine, Tasha K deposited 600 million CFA. That's the currency there in Africa where she is, in Mali, West Africa. And I don't know the jurisdiction if they can reach that far over in Africa and seize that account. But Tasha K dropped 600 million CFA in an African bank, according to Black Enterprise. Now, this didn't have to get this far, folks, because if I think this could have been derailed way before it got this far. So Tasha K is on the hook to pay all this money, all because she didn't take the videos down when she was asked by Cardi B. She's on the hook now for $4 million. So Tasha K, real name KB, real last name KB, was found guilty of the following: libel on counts of defamation of character, invasion of privacy, and infliction of emotional distress. So let me remind you guys that earlier this year, Cardi B was awarded nearly $3 million in punitive damages. So Variety magazine reported that the $3 million comes on top of the $1.25 million she was awarded. So that's a little over $4 million. And so last week, after hearing that Cardi B was in the process of garnishing wages from Tasha K, she went to court, according to Radar Online, reportedly asked a federal court to stop the rapper from garnishing her account. So Cardi B went to court to garnish Tasha K's account. So now they're waiting for the process to play out. So according to Radar Online, the money is in JP Morgan Chase. So Cardi B is still waiting for her $3.3 million that she was awarded when she and Tasha K went to court. Earlier this year, Tasha K filed for an appeal, but she lost. Had lost her lawsuit, her multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and the court ruled in favor of Cardi B and dismissed the appeal process of Tasha K. So now she's on the hook to pay this $4 million. But she says she's going to appeal it. They're going to be going through arbitration, and whatever the judge says, that's what she's going to do. But she has to at least try to get a reduced judgment. So that allowed Cardi B to instruct her lawyers and the sheriff's office to authorize the garnishment of Tasha K's wages and personal assets to fulfill the debt. So Cardi B was going after that money full force. She was going after the house that Tasha K was in. She was going after the bank accounts. She was going after whatever assets. So guys, be very careful out there. You know, when you're going after these big mega stars and you're putting out all this information that is not true, allegedly, you can be sued. And they will take you and hold you to the fire. They're going to take everything you got and hold your feet to the fire. So be very careful in your dealings and what you say on your channel, your YouTube channel. So a lot of the news outlets carry the story like Radar Online. After Cardi B sued Tasha K. For making false allegations about her, including telling her viewers that the rapper had herpes and had worked as a prostitute. And Black Enterprise, their story out, said that Radar Online reported that Balcolays, whose name is Cardi B, aka Cardi B, filed paperwork in Georgia to begin the collection process to obtain the funds from the YouTube personality bank account at JP Morgan Chase. And during her 2019 lawsuit against the blogger, whose real name is Latasha KB, aka Tasha K. So Cardi B provided medical records allegedly providing that she didn't have herpes and that she suffered from emotional distress due to the rumors. So she also called Tasha evil for spreading false allegations. And Tasha filed a countersuit alleging that the rapper had her fans attack her on social media, but it was reportedly dismissed based on a lack of evidence. So Tasha also appealed the $4 million judgment, which is reportedly pending. So despite the hefty judgment, Tasha is still talking about Bodak Yellow. She's talking about Cardi B on social media. Recently made a comment about Cardi begging for coins. She was also accused of, so Tasha, it seems as though this is not over. It's not over until the fat lady sings. Okay, so Cardi B she don't need the money, but I guess she's trying to prove a point that you can't mudsling about people and get away with it. So she's going after Tasha K. Now let's see what Tasha K have to say. So initially, Tasha K had reported that she was vacationing in Mali and didn't move to avoid paying the rapper. According to Black Enterprise magazine, so it's also reported that Cardi B requested financial information on Tasha K. She wanted to know how much money Tasha K had with the financial institution before filing her garnishment against the bank account, against Tasha K's money in that bank account at Chase. So on September the 15th of this year, the Daily Beast reported that Tasha K says she has not moved to Africa despite rumors that she is living in Africa. She said she went there on vacation. She further stated that life in Africa is turning out to be exactly what I needed, a fresh start. She put out this statement, I believe a couple of days ago, might have been 2 days ago, which she did confirm that she's vacationing in Africa for 1 month with her family. But Tasha K is not letting up because then she wrote in a caption that Cardi B keeps asking for these little coins. She keeps begging for these little coins. Ask her how she wants the 4 million in Ghanaian francs or Uganda shillings. So she is amping up the rhetoric. She thinks she is not reachable all the way there in Africa. But, the law has a long hand. But we're going to see if Tasha K returns to the U.S. anytime soon. But here is the latest video with what she had to say about Cardi B.
Because I'm tired of the fake tears that can't come down because of the Botox to look like your face. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I ain't tired of fighting now. Okay, I'm from the streets too. I ain't tired of fighting now. Okay, we fight till God say I can't fight no more. I'm tired, and I'm tired. I am tired of this ex 2-year superstar. 2 year superstar. 1 album, 3 singles, 3 features, still bragging about that 1 album that you sold the publishing rights to because you needed the money. Who sells out that fast? You got 1 album. You're supposed to have multiple albums, not the mixtapes, not the albums you used before you got on, okay? Albums so that you can do shows. But you can't do shows, 1, because you was touring the country getting plastic surgery done and was canceling your shows here and there because you got your titties done, you got your stomach done, you're having babies. Congratulations, those are beautiful babies, okay? Unlike their mammy.
Okay, guys, that's just a clip, a piece of the video that Tasha K put out, and it went on and on with rambling on Cardi B and her dislike for Cardi B. So I looked on Wikipedia to see what they have to say about if you still can go after someone if they move out of the country and you have a judgment against them. So this is what it says. You have a right to pursue a legal claim against the person. Your legal claim does not just disappear because they move, if they leave the country. But there will be additional steps in the judicial process, and it will become more difficult to recover monetary damages. But it does not mean you're not going to keep pursuing that person. They may move overseas, but in the court of law here in America, you go through the steps and the process, and you let your attorney handle it. So Wikipedia further states that there are likely international issues, law issues, with enforcing the default judgment abroad if the individual possess no assets in the United States. So the statement here is saying it's going to be difficult to pursue and get that money out of that account in a different country, from a different country. But Cardi B can still go ahead through the courts and put it on the books that she's owing this money and she has not been paid. So Tasha set the record straight. She is not Muslim. She did not convert. And she is in Mali on vacation. You guys know Timbuktu is in Mali. Also the richest man ever known on the face of the planet. Mansa Musa ruled Mali. So it's a very, very historic country. And I'm sure Tasha is going to be recording a lot of the historical sites for us to see. She says she's going to be posting her traditional wedding. She and her husband got married while they were there in Mali, remarried in a traditional way. So she got the henna tattoos on her hand, and that should be interesting when she posts up the pictures. So Tasha is now immersing herself in the tradition of Africa. So Tasha put it out there. Where did you guys get it from? That I ran from America and ran into Africa. She said, no, I'm on vacation. I did not run into Africa. So stay tuned, guys. This is not over. I'm over and out. Don't forget to hit the notification bell before you leave. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.